Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's video. Points race number 11 out of 12 here at the Red Bluff Outlaws. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit sad that the season is getting closer and closer to being done. We are now at our second to last points race, and then we just have the West Coast Nationals to conclude our winter year. So far though, things have been going good. We got 3 wins this season, multiple top 5s and top 10s. You know, the last couple of races have been a little bit rough, but we're looking to bounce back from it with just a consistent night. So that's gonna start with qualifying, then we're going to be getting into heat race action. Racetrack though does have a lot of grip. A lot of the younger classes were turning fast times once again, so we'll just have to follow the track surface. You guys will get to follow along with our Factory QRC team tonight. Like I said, we will be chasing win number 4 on the winter season. I think if we kind of, you know, cross off every single box throughout the night, we got a good shot at completing that. For all the super viewers here on the YouTube channel, you guys know I always talk about my struggle in qualifying. Well, tonight, I don't know if I was in a drought or what it was, but I think I ended it. Right now, I am currently sitting 4th quick after going out in the 4th group. Laid down a really good time, an 8.65. So an 8.65 and quick time is an 8.63 or an 8.61. So we are all separated by half a tenth. Definitely gives me some of my confidence back for qualifying. I knew I needed to show up today and run a really good lap, and all I did was drive the car as hard as I could. I think that's probably the hardest I've drove in a while in qualifying, because usually I try to be smooth and straight, but this time I just kept my foot in it. So did really good. Good start to the night. They're finishing up the last couple of groups, so there's still a possibility we could be bumped a little bit, but still to be sitting in the top 5 for when we went out feels good. Factory QRC is making changes after qualifying, now leading into our heat races. We were able to hold our spot that we were currently in when I talked to you guys last. We ended up 4th quick out of 31 opens. A great run for us, gets me some confidence back, and I really know what I did differently. I just drove the car really well. I drove it harder on entry, and it actually created grip. Like, the harder I drove it, almost the better it ran, which I should have known that, but I just kind of been back and forth and struggling a little bit in qualifying. So 4th quick, that is going to put a 2nd row outside in our heat race, and they are only going to be taking the top 2 to the A main event. Now, they watered it a little bit after qualifying to try to keep some grip in the racetrack, so we'll see how that does, but being one of the later heat races, I'm really having a feeling it's going to start slickening off, and hopefully we'll be able to use both groups to pass. working on the racetrack now in between the heat races and the lower main events. I started second row outside, and usually coming from the second row in the heat races can be tough, especially when you have all good cars around you. But I was able to, use the high side, which was actually the preferred lane. Really, really slick, a little bit dusty, but my car got better and better as the race went on, and I almost maybe could have slid the leader and won the heat race, but nonetheless ran second and transferred to the A. And I got a fan that you guys have seen many times in the videos.
Hi.
Brody Reynolds. Brody, how you doing?
Good. I qualified second, and then I went out for my heat and got second.
There you go. So we're both on track to starting up front in the A main event. You can also see the big screen in the background. That's such an awesome addition to Red Bluff. What?
My YouTube channel.
Yeah, what is it?
Brody Reynolds Motorsports, but it's actually Brody Reynolds Motorsports.
So make sure to check out Brody's YouTube channel. He uploads content every single week, just like we do. But anyway, they're getting ready to roll off the first lower main. I think Carly's in it, so we'll watch and we'll keep you guys updated. But since we qualified well tonight and made it through the heat race, we will be in the redraw.
Next up, Tanner Holmes is contemplating here as to what the strategy is. You ready? All right, he's going to go down to one of the ends, I think. Pick it up, show the camera the 5. So the 5 for Tanner Holmes.
Well, I believe it's going on about 3 weeks in a row now that we were going to be rolling off from the third row during the Advanced Automotive A main event. 30 laps ahead of us. Last week we were outside the redraw and got to bump up to 5th. I think the week before that maybe we started 6th, so we have not had the greatest draws lately, but sometimes that is just part of racing and part of the sport that we do. A good factor of it is luck. So we're going to be rolling off from third row inside. At least we're in the front half of the field. Racetrack though is starting to get really, really slick, and I believe abrasive around the high side. The bottom has speed, but you just can't carry enough momentum to make it work. So we're going to strap in starting up front. I feel like if we can just hang out, try to make some moves, get into the top 4, and then see when we can make our move for the lead. But it's going to be chaos. If we can stay out of that, we got a good shot at winning the A main event. Let's strap in. pushing cars in the trailer. That's another week of chaos and us not really being able to avoid it. When we came back from the break here at Red Bluff, we won the first night out. Car was really good. Second night, things went downhill on the last lap. Last week, we just could not literally catch a break. And tonight again, I mean, had so much speed. I was really patient early. My teammate Landon Brooks was out front and is just normal Red Bluff, you know, rubber, trying to, you know, not tip over and run decent laps. And eventually I got into a spot where I was in fourth, and that was the spot to be in. I knew that being in fourth, I had an opportunity to get into second and then possibly battle with my teammate who was leading. And then on the start, I think the 0-2 second place slid Landon, and then third was third was crowding me really bad, but I was able to still clear and get up there. And then going into 3 and 4, I don't know, something happened where maybe there was more contact made, but I got into third, and then I was prowling right behind second, the 0-2 car, and at one point he blocked the slider and I was trying to drive around him, and then I think he maybe blocked again, and I was trying to cross off of turn 4. I was just waiting for my opportunity. I knew it was going to be key to get into second, because if there was a restart, then I had a shot, and being in third, it's not as good. And then, you know, I went to cross, and the car in fourth, I don't know. I mean, they drove right into my left rear and spun me out. So, I don't know, it just sucks when you know, I raced everyone as clean as I could and gave room, and, you know, I know the racetrack, everyone's fighting for one lane, but I gave room and raced hard and aggressive, and then just got tail swiped. I mean, yeah, that's, and from there, go to the back, drove back up to 6th. So, nothing really good to say. Cars were great, car was really fast. Jimmy had it dialed in, and we were only getting better every lap we ran. And as we got farther and farther to the front and clean track, and then, yeah, I mean, you guys saw what happened. So we got spun, came back, ran 6th. Well, now I've had a shot to watch the video back. That last clip was obviously from right after the A-main event, so a lot of what I'm saying is just out of, you know, frustration and just disappointed how the situation went. You know, we had a good run going, maybe a shot to win the race, then all of a sudden we're back in the RBO blender trying to work our way back towards the front. And now that I've watched it, you know, everything I said, I don't really change any of that. I still have the same outlook on the situation. It's just more unfortunate that it happened how it did. You know, I was racing second. I was trying to cross underneath and shoot down the track. You know, in the video, it looks like my car's a little bit sideways, and a lot of that is because I'm trying to go low. I'm trying to turn left, and then of course 4th and 5th are coming, and you know, I get hit in the left rear and I kind of get the short end of the stick. So you could definitely classify it as a racing deal. Like I said, it just sucks that it happened because we were racing there and I'd gotten to that spot, and then all of a sudden quickly, you know, booted to the back. And nothing I can say now can change what happened on Saturday night, so we are just gonna move past it. And I'm gonna end this video with what my favorite NASCAR driver, Kyle Busch, said after the Las Vegas race on Sunday. He ended his interview with, "It is what it is. It was not our night, and we will see you guys next weekend. Deuces."